Hey, welcome. It's Brian, and this is Guitar Solo Reactions. Today we are back with Mission Souls. They are covering the iconic song Sweet Child of Mine, of course, by Guns N' Roses. And I have to admit, when this record came out, it was huge. I never bought it, but I did enjoy 3 or 4 songs off that record. And obviously, the record was huge, kind of reinvigorated, kind of rock music for the most part, and has gone on, specifically this song, to be one of those songs that just you hear all the time, and many covers of it, many iterations by other players, and just kind of one of those things that is almost like Smoke on the Water as far as a guitar player's journey to kind of starting guitar and kind of getting better and all of that. So anyway, we're going to see the family do it today, and thanks for joining me. Please like, subscribe, and comment, and here we go. That riff is so interesting to me because it's a lot of basically string skipping stuff. Not super complicated. I learned it at one point, but it's really cool. Kind of reminds me almost like of a Robert Fripp kind of thing to some degree. They're playing, that riff kind of originates basically in C sharp minor, so the key of the song is E major, I believe. And Duff McKagan, the bass player originally in Guns N' Roses, killer bass player, and it's captured here, that kind of really punchy tone, although I think he used a precision, not a jazz bass. You know, I can't tell the difference, so amazing drumming, of course, by our friend here. He's so articulate when it comes to drumming, but lots of power, and I just think it's just really amazing to see him play drums and to play so powerfully. And just in general, the whole air of all of these kids, there's a lot of confidence, and it just really comes through. And I think really what comes through is a love of music. Well, there we have it. An incredibly sung and played version of the song with tons of energy. All these players are way beyond their years, as far as I'm concerned. Uh, and as far as guitar tone, it's really close. I would love a little more gain. And usually, the guitar tones are spot on. And I think this is really close. But she nailed all of those parts. That guitar solo, if I remember correctly, she's been playing guitar for maybe 3 years, something like that. What this video shows is that you put the time in, you can become really proficient at an instrument. But what these kids have is natural ability, which kind of kicks that up and accelerates your playing, your maturity as a player, your phrasing, and all of those elements that kind of take you beyond just being a good technician to be able to interpret music and to translate it and to put emotion into it or energy or however you want to look at it. And they did an amazing job with this song. I mean, it's a song, like I said, that has been played to death and covered a million times. But watching them as younger players kind of approach it with such great like spirit and just kind of enthusiasm. And I have to say, the singing was really, really great. I know Axl Rose hit some pretty high notes. I don't remember in the song if that was in it, but she was pitch on everything. Guitar solo was great. Everything about it was great, tone wise, and just kind of the overall sense of the song made it kind of come alive. It wasn't just people playing a song that they had learned or worked on. It's like they learned it and then, threw it out there and gave it some great energy. So, anyway, that was somewhat of a rambling outro. But anyway, these kids are great, and I love watching them do rock songs. I won't venture into the lighter stuff, the more pop stuff, but when they do something that's at least semi rock adjacent, I'm happy to do it. So, anyway, thanks for joining me. I'll see you soon.